What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Manchester United are in action again in the Premier League. Matchday 22 against Brighton and Hove Albion at Old Trafford, 2 p.m. kickoff. Manager is of course Fabian Hertzler, and he took over Brighton at the start of the season, and he became the new head coach of Brighton, replacing Roberto De Zerbi, and he is the youngest permanent head coach in Premier League history. And he did, of course, beat United. He beat us at the start of the season 2-1 at the Farmer Stadium, or the Amex Arena. And in terms of some insights for the match, Manchester United have lost 5 of their last 6 Premier League games against Brighton, winning only 1, including both meetings at Old Trafford in that run. Only against Man City have they lost 3 in a row at home in the competition. Brighton have won 7 of their 15 Premier League meetings with Manchester United. The Seagulls have the highest win percentage or win rate against the Red Devils of any side in the competition's history, and none of the 15 Premier League meetings between Manchester United and Brighton have been drawn. Only Manchester United versus Wigan has been played more often without any draws in the competition's history. Each of Manchester United's last 11 Premier League goals against Brighton have come in the second half of the match. They've not scored before half-time in any of their last 8 meetings with the Seagulls, their joint longest run without a first half goal against a side in the competition. This is the 6th time Brighton have faced Manchester United in the Premier League while above them in the league table, and the latest in a season they've done so far. Having lost the first 2 such matches, the Eagles have now won each of the last 3. So in terms of recent form for Brighton, they are coming away with a 2-0 win against Ipswich, a 4-0 win against Norwich, 1-1 draw against Arsenal. So they're doing all right in terms of form. In terms of some team news, they've got a couple of players out: Gomez, Ferguson, Hinselwood, Kadioglu, Igor Milner and Wiffer. They're all out. But in terms of Brighton's formation and their lineup, this is how I'm expecting them to line up with. They're not 4-1-4-1 formation, can sometimes turn into a 4-4-2 as well. Of Verbruggen in net, Veltman, Van Hecke, Dunk, and Estupinian, sorry, and then you've got Baleba as the central defensive midfielder, Adringa, O'Reilly, Ayari, and Mitoma, and then João Pedro up front as well. So in terms of their how they play, Hertzler, he usually sets up in a 4-1-4-1. It can also switch to a 4-2-2 formation as well when from goal kicks. In the low build-up phase, he sets up his team in a 4-3-3 formation with a back 4, 1 number 6, 2 number 8s, and a front 3 as well. In the high build-up phase, the Brighton fullbacks invert into midfield, and Hertzler, he likes to create central overloads when attacking the opposition. The Brighton striker often drops during the build-up. In the final third, they like to attack the half space. They like to do overlaps as well, and they like to flood the box with many players. In terms of defending, the high press, Hertzler places much value on being aggressive without the ball, and this shows in Brighton's high pressure. Hertzler usually wants his teams to go man to man and intensely press the opposition. In the low press, Brighton's base formation when defending is usually a 4-4-2. They look to set up in a mid block as well. One tool that helps to be compact is they play a high back line as well, making the midfield line as small as possible. They like to squeeze the pitch as well. Defensive transitions, positioning many players centrally, creating numerical advantages in the midfield. And Hertzler also wants his teams to counter-attack in their offensive transitions, winning the ball back, and the team transitions quickly from defense to attack, utilizing the speed and movement of their forward players. So in terms of their star man, of course, it's going to be João Pedro. He's got 5 goals and 5 assists in 15 Premier League games. So that's Brighton for you. In terms of United, we are coming away with a decent win against Southampton. I'll be honest, it wasn't necessarily an amazing performance for United. We could have played a lot better, and I think we were lucky to be scoring 3 late goals. Of course, it's really good to score late goals and stuff, and of course come away with the points. But I think Southampton would have probably been a little bit unlucky not to be coming away with anything. Yeah, very very lucky, I think, that we considering our performance, I think we're lucky to be coming away with all 3 points. Probably a draw was a fair result. In terms of injuries, Evans, Shaw, Lindelof, and Mount are all out, and then Rashford, of course, hasn't played a single minute for Manchester United in a couple games now. I don't know how many games, but he's not been playing for United, and he looks to be on his way out. I'm not sure where, but his United career unfortunately looks to be done. In terms of United's 11, this is who I've gone with. It's basically the same one that I went with before in terms of that game against Southampton. Of course, Onana, Net, Mazraoui, De Ligt, and Martinez making up the back three. But even if Maguire starts, wouldn't be disappointed because he has been playing really well. Ahmad, Ugarte, Mainu, and Malacia making up that four in midfield. Malacia, I'm starting ahead of Dalot because I want to see how Malacia does. I think Dalot in the I think he is all right, but his quality in the final third is a little bit lacking, and I'd want to see what Malacia can do there. And then that front three of Xerxes, Bruno, and Højlund. So yeah, of course, a star man for United for me is going to be Ahmad. He's been the player of the season so far for me, and coming away with a hat-trick against Brighton. And I've always believed in him since the start of the season. He's been in my fantasy Premier League team for the longest of time. So Ahmad he's going to be my star man for United. So in terms of how do you beat Brighton, of course, it's going to be pace, power, strength, unpredictability. I think using the three centre-backs to build up play. Careful on the set pieces as well, because we've been struggling to kind of defend from set pieces, unfortunately. So it's been a little bit tricky defending from set piece plays and stuff. But of course, winning those second balls in the box, I think we did. I think the goal against Southampton, I don't remember now. I think it might have been at set piece as well that we conceded. But we have been conceding a lot of goals from set pieces in the Premier League and in general. So we need to be careful on the set pieces. I think the wing backs as well. If Ahmad can get free on the right side, kind of exploit that space that Brighton are going to leave him behind. And I think that Ahmad is going to, have a good game. He's going to be involved in lots of attacking link-up play like he has done previously, throughout the season so far. So hopefully he can get on the end of produce assists and crosses and have a good attacking output in the final third, create chances and stuff. Of course, Bruno as well, he's kind of stepped up and it has been creating a couple of chances as well, and also scored against Arsenal as well. So yeah, in terms of the wing backs as well, needs to be offensive. I think Malacia as well, if he can provide some good attacking output down that left side, it would be fruitful for us. Like I said, Dalot he's not been great going forward, I'll be honest with you. I've not been kind of happy with Dalot's performances going forward. So yeah, hopefully Malacia can provide a little bit more attacking output, but I think that Dalot might be coming back into the starting 11 ahead of Mazraoui, who started at left wing back against Southampton. I think then Maguire started in the back, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. In terms of my score prediction, and I am going to go for a 3-0 Manchester United win. I'm going for Ahmad to score, Højlund to score, and Bruno to score as well. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you after the match.